everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Randa, and today we are going to be doing our weekly Flosstube video. So, I don't have a ton to share with you today. Like I said, I haven't really been ordering stuff, and so I just don't have a ton to show you, but I've been doing a lot of stitching, so I have that to show you. So, let me rephrase that. I don't have a lot of haul to show you, but I do have a lot of stitching a decent amount of stitching to show you. Let's start, where do I even want to start? I don't freaking know. I guess I'll start with a whip update, which will also, it'll also roll into one of the purchases that I've gotten in the last couple of days, because I am still purchasing some things, but not all the things. This is what I'm working on right now. This is Happy Thanksgiving by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and that's what it looks like when it's done. I'm almost done with it. I have it in my 45 pocket floss buddy by Bags Plus. Speaking of Bags Plus, I want to mention this real quick before we get started. I'll talk more about Bags Plus in a minute because I do have another purchase from them. But I was talking, when I was putting in my most recent order that I'll tell you about in a minute, I was talking to the owner, and I think I've been saying her name wrong this whole time. I think it's Corinna. I don't know. I think she spells it C-O-R-I-N-A, which is Corinna, right? And then I've been saying Corinne. I don't really know, to be completely honest. I just know that she is like the sweetest lady to have ever existed, and I really enjoy my conversations with her whenever I purchase something. So she told me that she is starting a new, it's like, I can't remember, she called it a club. It's almost like a bag of the month club or something, where you sign up for $24 a month and you get, oh my god, I should have looked at it. It was like 2 24 pocket floss buddies, or bendy flips, sorry, with like special, like just for the club patterns. Now I feel really horrible. If I'm missing anything, I'll write down exactly what she, you know what? Actually, here's what I'm going to do, because I'm being horrible at describing this, and I'm so sorry. It sounds so cool that, like, I need to be a part of this. It's only $24 a month. Here's the picture of the text that she sent me that explained it all, and I told her, she was like, just let your stitchy friends know, whatever. I said, girl, I'm obsessed with your bags. It's going on my YouTube channel. That, like, that's how I'm going to let the stitchy friends know, okay? Because this sounds amazing, and I kind of want to be a part of it. So, those are the details. I don't think she has, like, an official, like, start date yet of when that's going to start. As I find out more information, I'll keep you updated. But, like, I need that in my life, because I absolutely adore floss buddies. Adore them. Adore them. Like, I can't get enough of them. It's the only thing I will ever use in terms of, like, a project bag. Yeah, because it's a project bag. It's a project bag with the vinyl pocket, plus storage for your floss. Come on, come on. Like, it doesn't get better than that. It just doesn't. So here is where I'm at. And this goes into my other purchase, which is the Q-snap that you see this on. But we'll get to that in a minute. So here's what I have done so far, is almost all of it. So what I have left to finish is, like, the inside of the turkey head, obviously. The little, like, I have one of them done right here. You see, like, the little feathers that come around the turkey. I have the rest of those to do around. And then this little piece right here repeats over on this side. And that's it. Then I'm done. I have the whole bottom done with the pies. The Happy Thanksgiving is done. This is stitched 2/2 on a 28 count. Okay, 28 count casual linen in the color Oaken. I believe this is dyed by Picture This Plus. Such a beautiful piece of fabric, right? I love it. And it's looking really, really good with this. I love that. And then this is my needle minder from, I think this is Mad for Minders, where I got that little fox needle minder. Almost positive that's Mad for Minders on Etsy. This is all in the called for DMC. I didn't do any substitutions. This is exactly what it's called for. I'm obsessed. I think it's going to look really good. I'm definitely going to have it done in time for Thanksgiving, I'll tell you that, because it's not even November yet. and then I'm gonna finish it on a little canvas or something. I'll finish it somehow, and then have it up in time for Thanksgiving, and I'm really obsessed with it. Where's my needle? Shoot, I hate it when I do that. I had a needle. It's no longer here. I don't want anybody to find that with their foot. So Perry has actually found one of my needles with his foot before, and I felt really bad. So I definitely don't want to do that again. Well, I guess we're gonna have to find it later because I don't know. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. All right. I'll find it in a minute. Just like, be careful, Randa, okay? Note to self, be careful. Anyway, that's what's going on with this. Yeah. Oh, and since people keep talking about their backs a lot lately, this is my back. Oh, there it is! I found it! I hate it when I do that. I still have a little, like, tiny piece of thread going, and I couldn't commit myself to cut, like, to finish that piece of thread with this much left, even though that's, like, the tiniest little amount. And so while I was in the midst of deciding, I just stuck that right there. And then ADHD, and I forgot that I stuck it there, and I went and got the mail, and then came back and filmed this video and forgot that that was there. Anyway, there's my missing needle. Yeah, the back looks atrocious. It's supposed to look atrocious. I am of a different mindset of every other stitcher in the world, is that if your back looks as good as the front, you're being too particular about it. That it's like, unless you do that naturally, that it's like, let yourself have fun with your stitching, okay? Let the back of it be a shag carpet, like it's fine, right? That it's like, no, the backs are atrocious, and we love them for it, right? We love our backs for everything they do for us. Yeah? Yeah, I think so. As long as the front looks beautiful, that's what matters, okay? So yes, the back looks atrocious, and we love her for it. We love her for it. So, that's that. The Q-snap. If you watched my last Flosstube video, you know that my dog got to my grime guard and my Q-snap, ripped holes in my grime guard, and completely destroyed my Q-snap to where it was no longer usable. But it wasn't a real Q-snap. That was, ooh, excuse me. That was an off-brand that I got from Hobby Lobby from the company called Yarnology. They called it like a lap frame or something. It looked exactly like this, but it was not a real Q-snap. So I decided when that one was ruined, I went, okay, whatever. I'm gonna just go on 1-2-3 Stitch and get a real Q-snap and see if they're different. Because I wanted to try a real Q-snap, and also just for curiosity's sake of like, is the real Q-snap better than the off-brand that you get at Yarnology? The answer is yes, it is so much better. So I got this from 1-2-3 Stitch. This is an 8x8 Q-snap. It is a legitimate Q-snap. Like real, like the frame. This is different than the one from Hobby Lobby, this little piece of it. It's different. It is so much better than the lap frame. It is practically the same, like in terms of what it looks like, but the way that it's made and the way that it functions is so different and so much better on the real Q-snap. So if you are a young stitcher like me, not even a young, that's not what I meant by young, an early stitcher, that like you're a beginner stitcher. That's what I meant by young stitcher, not like young in age. You know what I mean? If you're an if you're a beginner stitcher like me and you're looking into Q-snaps, get the real Q-snap. It's like $3 more than the one that you get from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever the heck. And it's so much better. It's like, I think the one that I got at Hobby Lobby was $13 and this one was $16. Worth the extra $3, I'll tell you that much. Because one of the big problems that I was having with the Yarnology Q-snap is that these would like, you could turn them and make them tighter, but as you worked, they loosened. And so your fabric would end up like getting super loose over time. This this, because I'm a little rough on my fabric and I usually end up like holding it like this, like you see what I mean? Like that's not nice to it, but that's just the way it happens. It will get a tad loose over a long period of time, but these stay drum tight. They stay tight. Like you see how it's a little bit loose, but it's pretty freaking tight, right? Listen. That's when you know. So much better. So much better. Yeah. If you are thinking of getting a Q-snap, just get a real one. Advice from Randa. Just leaving the post office and you will receive your package Saturday. Cheryl, okay, I was just reading a text from Cheryl. I just got a package in the mail from her today, and she just sent me another one saying, okay, I just got it away from the post office, like you'll get a package on Saturday. I was like, girl, you just sent me one. She's too sweet to me. Anyway, Q-snap all the way. Love this. I like Q-snaps more than hoops, so even though this fabric like barely fits in this Q-snap, if I can make it fit in a Q-snap, it will fit in a Q-snap. Along with that, so this was my replacement for the Q-snap that she chewed up. Let's go along with the replacement that I got for the grime guard. Just came in the mail today, haven't even opened it. So, but I know what it is because I just ordered the exact same thing. So, this one came really quickly. It came quicker than the last one that I ordered from her. This is from a store on Etsy called Fat Girl Sewing. They're all made to order, and she does a really good job, that they're really well made and they're really cute. So this is it's the same one that I got last time. I just thought it was really cute and wanted to get one again. Oh, look at those little woodland creatures. Let's see if I can get a closer look. So one of the creatures on it is this little foxy. Look at that fox. And the second one is, here he is, this little like porcupine hedgehog guy. So it's gray. Excuse you, TV. I'm trying to film a video here. I've been watching Queer Eye all day. And I stopped watching to film this video, and now it's like making noises at me because I'm not watching it. Like, I get it. Okay, I'll come back in a minute. And then there's little trees all over it, and leaves, and acorns. This is an 8x8. It's a light gray. It's kind of like a bluish gray. And then it has the greens and the pinks and the dark browns. And it's just really cute. It's kind of, I wanted something that was kind of neutral. And I thought the little animals on it were really cute. So this fits right around the 8x8. See if I can get it on really quickly to show you. Ah! I want to get part of my, I made a nice little Christmas list because, so my boyfriend's parents were telling my boyfriend, like, hey, can you make us a Christmas list so that we can start thinking about things to get you for Christmas? And so he was making them a Christmas list, and he was like, I think I know, he was talking to me, and he was like, I think I know what I'm gonna get you, but, for Christmas, but he was like, can you make me a Christmas list? Just, you know, just in case I come up with a better idea. And I was like, sure. So I made him a Christmas list. One of the things on my Christmas list was 8x8 grime guards, as I wanted more grime guards so that I can start trying to match them to kits. Because grime guards, they're not like cheap. I think this was like $12 or something, but it's a little more manageable, like in terms of how I match my needle minders to my kits. It's kind of the same thing that you can kind of match grime guards. This is what it looks like on the 8x8. I wouldn't have used this for this piece because the fabric, the reason I use grime guards is not actually to protect from grime, but to hold the fabric in. And there's not enough fabric on this piece to get in my way, so I would just stitch it like this. But that's why you have grime guards, is for big projects. So like when I stitch Raven Queen, or when I stitch Celtic Summer, or a Haid. Grime guard to hold all of your fabric in so that you're not like trying to fight your fabric. New grime guard. So like I said, this is the exact one that I already had. I was going to show you. So now I'm just showing it to you a couple weeks late because I had to order another one. Isn't it so cute? I love. Okay, that's that. Then, I guess, because I haven't showed you, last time you saw, I was working on the Sampler of the Month by Country Cottage Needleworks. Country Cottage Samplings. I can never remember. Cottage House Samplings. They all sound the same to me. I can never remember. It's the Sampler of the Month, okay? They are just about to come out with their one for December. I have it pre-ordered, but I finished November. And it's wrinkled, and I don't care. Here it is. This is November Sampler of the Month. It is stitched on a 28 count Witchell linen called Beautiful Beige. And it is like, I did a DMC conversion because it's all called for in Weeks Dye Works. So I just did a DMC conversion because I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like paying that much for Weeks Dye Works. Doesn't it look good? I think it looks so cute. I love this. So I haven't fully finished it yet, but I do have the means of how I'm going to fully finish it. I'm just a little bit scared. And so I think I'm going to try to do it today, but we'll see because I'm scared. There's a bunch of stuff on it. Hold on. I got a frame for it. Ooh, that I now have gotten dirty and need to clean. I got a frame for it at Hobby Lobby. And this is the frame that I picked. So it's like this sort of natural wood color, and then it has a matte. This, it came with, so on the pattern, it has like the name of the frame that they framed the model in. This is a weird size. This is like a 9x3 is what frame you would need. 9 inches by 3 inches, which is an odd shape for a frame. So what I found at Hobby Lobby was this, where I would still have a little bit of fabric peeking out on the outside, which is totally fine with me, but it's long and skinny. The only problem is, as you can see with the matting, is that I have these dividers in the middle. And I don't think, yeah, see, even if I took the mat fully out, it wouldn't fit because of the shape of the frame. So what I'm gonna try to do is cut out, like take an X-Acto knife and really carefully cut out these little dividers in the middle so that I can just put it in the mat like that. That's why I'm scared. If this doesn't work and it looks horrible, then I will probably go get the frame that they called for it with. But I'm gonna see if that works because I really like that frame. I think it's really pretty. And then I already have a spot set up for it in my house. I think I'm just gonna stick with that one frame, and then every time for every month, I'll just take one of these and put it in the frame and hang it each month. So I'll have to switch out the stitching each month. But I'm gonna try to do that today. We're gonna try. Then, okay, purchases that I talked to you about last week that have arrived. I talked to you guys about, this. It's a little Christmas sign to go on my door for the Christmas season. It says Merry Christmas, and it just has a cute little border and some snowflakes, and yeah, 10 out of 10 fun. I told you I didn't know anything about it, so I hope that this has some information so that I can tell you. Okay, yes, good. So this is called the Merry Christmas Holly Ornament. This is designed by a company called Cross Stitching for Fun. They're on Etsy. I saw it on one of my needlework groups and went, yes, I have to have that. This is stitched on a 28 count. The model is stitched on a 28 count. I didn't get a 28 count because when you stitch it on a 28 count, it comes out to, it doesn't say on here, but it comes out a little bit bigger than a 5x7, and I wanted it to fit on those little 5x7 canvases that I have to put on the front door. But it was just barely bigger, so I just like upped the fabric count so that it would fit on a 5x7. And it is stitched, it just says 28 count linen or 14 count Aida silver gray. That's it. Like, it doesn't give you a called for fabric. What I needed in order to make it fit was a 36 count so I needed a 36 count linen, and they didn't really have any great like silvery gray options. So I ended up ordering 2 because I wasn't sure. I picked out this fabric that looked silvery gray on the, like, looked sort of like a medium toned gray on the website, but all the reviews said that it came out more like a blue-green gray type thing. And then I ordered another just sort of like plain cream colored fabric to see if that would work. My boyfriend was voting for the blue one, but they were like $5, and so I just got both of them, and I was like, I'll stitch something on the other one at some point. And when they showed up, I went ahead and stuck with this fabric. Let me know if you guys think that I am wrong for this. But this is the fabric. God, it looks really green on camera. It's not that green in real life. It does have a bit of a green tinge to it, but it is not that green. It is blue, green, gray. This is a 1/16 of a yard, so it's a 9 by 13 piece. 36 count smoke blue Edinburgh linen by Zweigart. That's what it looks like. I think it'll still go really good because what I did was held all of the floss up to it. It is all called for in DMC, so I just ordered all the DMC to go with it. Let me do a quick little floss drop for you so that you can see all the pretty colors. It comes with some really beautiful colors. Like that. I think that's gonna look really good. I really like it. Don't you think that's gonna look good? Yeah, I think it's gonna look real good. So that's what I ended up doing and then I just put the other fabric, the cream colored fabric, in my stash, and I'll use it for something at some point, like something out of the magazines, any one of the magazines that I have, or for a project in the future that I think would go really well on a cream colored fabric, anything like that. And then I have it comes with a colored chart and a black and white chart. I always do black and white charts because I like to highlight them. So that's what I got, was just the black and white chart. So that's that. I've never had anything from Cross Stitching for Fun before, so I'm excited to see how this turns out because I think it's really cute and I think it's gonna go really well on my front door. Yeah. Let me see if I can get this back in there. Get in. There we go. Okay, one last thing that I have to show you that came in the mail. There, close. Is my package from 123 Stitch. Here's why I ordered something from 123 Stitch. If you remember the last video, I had showed you that Celtic Summer came in the mail, and I was like, yeah, I think I have everything for it. No, I didn't. When I was looking at the chart, and I was like, okay, there's DMC and then there's needle paint threads, something I'd never heard of before. When I went to compare, I went, oh, I only have DMC. I don't, there's all these colors in needle paint that I didn't even think about. It's because needle paint threads are discontinued, and so when I went and ordered it, I just kind of hit like add to cart because it had like the fabric and DMC, and I thought that was all that it called for. No, it's not. So it's because they didn't add it to that because needle paint threads are discontinued, and so they put in a DMC conversion for all the needle paint threads, and so I bought the DMC for the needle paint conversion. Now I have everything for Celtic Summer. These were the leftover flosses that I needed to get to substitute for those needle paint ones. Also, the Krynic that I had that I thought went to Raven Queen, no, it does not. I have a different one that goes to Raven Queen, but that one really does go to Celtic Summer. So now that I got that all figured out, floss, we have it. Okay, Celtic Summer is good and ready to go. Perfect. That's all that I have to show you that's sitting in front of me. The thing that I ordered from Bags Plus is that I ordered another floss buddy, of course. So I've been itching to start some of my Hades. I don't actually have any of them though, so I can't actually start them. I'm still waiting. They're just ordered and I'm waiting for them to come. Heaven and Earth Designs, with their like material packs, the thing says 90 days or more, that it could take 3 months or longer for you to get them, or for them to ship out. So I'm still waiting. They haven't even shipped out. They're still just doing their process, which is fine. But because I've been itching to do the Hades, I've been thinking more about them. And I was like, looking at my plan was that, okay, I have a 45 pocket floss buddy. I'm just going to double up in each of them, and that equals 90 because my Hades have 90 colors in it. The more that I thought about it, I don't think 2 full bobbins are gonna fit in there nicely. So I went, oh, I just need to bite the bullet and get the 90 pocket floss buddy, don't I? Because I have 2 Hades. Yeah, I do. I need to just bite the bullet and get the 90 pocket floss buddy. So I took a big chunk of my extra spending money and went and found a fabric that I liked on Corinne's website. And also, so basically what the 90 pocket is just double of this. So she basically takes this, doubles it, and there's like a little attachment in the middle. It folds in half like a book, and then it ties at the end. But it doesn't have the vinyl pocket on the outside like the 45 pocket does. So I said, is it possible to have that, but with a vinyl pocket on the outside, if you were to make me one with a vinyl pocket on the outside, so that I can still put the pattern and my scissors and highlighter and Q-snap and the whole 9 in there. And she was like, oh yeah, you bet. So I picked out a fabric that I really liked and ordered the 90 pocket floss buddy. Now, adding the vinyl pocket didn't cost any more. She just was like, yeah, sure, I'll add a vinyl pocket for you, which, like, so sweet. So it was just the normal price of a normal 90 pocket floss buddy, but it ships from the UK, so shipping is a little bit expensive. Guess how much that floss buddy was after shipping? $108. I know. That goes to show how much I love those freaking bags, because I don't spend that kind of money on almost anything, because I am a broke college student who owns her own business and only works part-time, okay? That goes to show you how much I love those bags, because I was willing to cry for a minute and then press that button. Like, I'm fine. Financially, I'm fine. I wouldn't have done it if I couldn't have, but it still broke my heart a little bit, thinking about spending $100 on a freaking cross-stitch bag. But it's necessary. It's like, I'm gonna need it in order to do my Hades. I'm just going to. So, do it. So I did. I did it. Okay. So that will come soon. It has not shipped yet. She's still in the process of making it. But that will come soon. And I'm very excited about it. I ordered really cute fabric. I think it's going to be really fun. Yeah. Also, my boyfriend was not surprised when he saw on my wish list for Christmas was more floss buddies. Hi, can I have more? Because my dream is to like be able to match my floss buddies up with my kits, but because they're like 50 bucks each for a 45 pocket, that's just not happening. And so I was like, I mean, for Christmas though, if somebody wants to get me a floss buddy, I would not be opposed, you know? Like, so that was part of the Christmas list that I handed to my boyfriend. Yeah. That's that. Oh, I also ordered, God, what was it? What is the shop called? I believe it's called the Brass Button Shop on Etsy. They're just called like thread keepers. To me, they're Ort keepers. That it's basically a tiny little book. And on the inside, is just felt. if you guys aren't super familiar with that and don't know, the threads, the cotton threads and all the threads that you use in cross stitch stick really well to felt. And so I have the worst habit in the whole world, okay? I'm even embarrassed that I'm gonna admit this on camera, but I'm gonna, okay? I have the worst habit of the world. Also, if you don't know what an ort is, let me start with that. So, ort is like, for example, I was talking about ending my thread right here. That means this tiny bit of leftover thread that is too short to be used anymore would then be considered an ort, O-R-T. I don't know what that stands for. I just know that that's what that means, is those tiny little pieces of thread left over are called orts. To me, it was an ort keeper, because I have the worst habit in the world of taking my orts when I'm done and shoving them in between the couch cushions. I know, but listen, that's why I bought this thing, because I wanted to stop my bad habit, because I realized that that was weird and dumb. Okay, don't do that. So I ordered one of those, and it's really cute. It has like really cute fabric on it. I can't remember exactly what the fabric was, but it's really cute. Oh yeah, something about like Forest Friends. It has like a deer on it or something. Very cute. I'm just gonna stick it, because it's just a flat little book. Just stick it in here. And then pull it out when I'm working. Then you put your orts on that little piece of, felt, and then it folds up like a book and snaps shut so that it keeps your orts in there. And then when it's full, you can empty it out and start over again. I thought it was perfect for me to lay all of my orts on so that they don't like, A, get all over my house, and B, get shoved in between the couch cushions, which is what they're doing right now. I don't want to take my couch cushion up off the couch, especially in front of my boyfriend, because I'm afraid he's going to be like, why the fuck is there so much thread in our couch? I know, it's so bad. It's so horrible, but you get the real side of me here on this channel, okay? That is my bad habit, is that I stick my orts in my couch. So I ordered that. It shipped out today. So it should be here. I think it should be here for next week's for next week's Flosstube, because it ships from somewhere in the US. I don't remember. So that's coming, and I'm very excited. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. I have had, that's not all I've got for you today. Here's the thing. Since I've been loving cross stitch so much lately, I saw something about how, like, the programs that you get on your computer to design cross-stitch patterns, what designers use to design their cross-stitch patterns that then we stitch off of. That program is only $30 to get that program so that you can create cross-stitch. I'm thinking of doing it, and I'm thinking of starting to design cross-stitch patterns for my shop. Is that something that anybody would be interested in? Is that something I should do? Even if you're not like a heavy stitcher and like would buy that kind of stuff, is that something I should do? Is that something you think I should do? Is that something you think would be fun to see? Do you think it would do well in my shop? Because I sell putty. Right now all I sell is diamond painting accessories. Do you think I can mix markets like that and start selling cross-stitch patterns? For cheap, of course, because I'm just a little randa and I'm not a designer, but I just thought it might be kind of fun. So it's an idea that was going through my head because I thought it would be kind of fun and I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it. So let me know in the comments down below. Again, if the comments are turned off, it's not me, it's YouTube, okay? So just send me a message. Let me know the comments are turned off because I have no idea. But hopefully they're not turned off. I don't know why. YouTube does this to me for every freaking video. They turn the comments off after like 20 minutes of it being posted, and I have no idea until people are texting me going, hey, yo, why are your comments off? Is something wrong? And I'm like, no, nothing's wrong. It's just YouTube hates me. So, okay. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you're stitching on, and also tell me what you think about me sort of dipping my foot in the water of designing cross-stitch patterns. What do we think? Yay or nay? Be honest. yay or nay, okay? That is really it for today's video, you guys. 34 minutes. My floss tubes are so much shorter than they used to be because I'm not buying nearly as much as I used to. So I'm sorry about that, but I still think 35 minutes is a pretty good length video to sit and you get a half an hour's worth of stitching in and you're good to go. Yeah, that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked everything that you got to see today. I'm excited to show you some of the things that are coming in, and that's it. By next time, I will be done with this, because I can imagine I'll finish this pretty soon. And then after this, here's the debate that's going on in my head, is that I kind of want to, I have like a full coverage dimensions Christmas kit that I kind of, because I'm really kind of dying to do a full coverage. So I have that I could do, but then if I were to do that, it's big enough that it would take enough time that I don't think I would get around to all of the Christmas stitching that I have planned. So I don't know what to do. So I also need your advice on that, because I have like 2 or 3 Christmas patterns all kitted up, ready to go that I would like to have up for Christmas, but I'm really dying to do a full coverage. So that's what I need your advice on, is do I do the full coverage, even though I might possibly be missing out on other Christmas stitching for the year, or do I do the Christmas stitching and then do the full coverage throughout like January or whatever? I think I might do the latter, just because then I can have my Christmas stuff and then just enjoy without feel like I'm missing out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And then that really is it for today's video. So next time you will probably be seeing some Christmas stitching, even though it's October. It's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week, and I love you all. Bye!